Hello everybody, it's Rosie here again, editor-in-chief at Hello, taking over the Hello Instagram account once again, and I'm very excited about my guest this afternoon. I am going to be talking to Suzannah Crabb, otherwise known as Suzannah, who's a huge fashion designer in the royal and society circuit especially. She designs luxury women's wear, occasion wear, stunning dresses, coats as well, and some of her clothes have been worn by the Duchess of Cambridge, the Countess of Wessex. I can put up an image here actually to illustrate for you one of my favourite dresses that she designed, that the Duchess of Cambridge wore to Wimbledon back in 2019, so just last year. Look at that, so gorgeous. And she teamed it there with a McQueen belt, and it's just such a beautiful, perfect Wimbledon outfit. I have been lucky to wear one of her designs myself. I wore one of her gowns. I'm just searching for it at the bottom here. You've got to excuse me, I'm a little bit techie, kind of slow with getting the images up. But I wore one of her gowns, this one here, with roses on it, to the Oscars a few years ago. I wore it to Elton John's Oscars party. Here it is, full length. Oh, I loved that gown so much. She's a really talented designer. So we're going to learn all about starting a fashion business, you know, how she got to the point of dressing the Duchess of Cambridge and the Countess of Wessex. And we're going to find out how it is running a business during lockdown. Can't be easy. And we're going to be asking her about some of her most notable outfits, like this one that the Countess of Wessex wore for Trooping the Colour. Let's put up that Duchess of Cambridge one again, because I just love it so much. Gosh, isn't it sad that we're not going to have Wimbledon this year, and Ascot, and many of the occasions that Susanna's dresses are worn at every single year. We're really going to miss that this year. But we're going to talk to her all about that, and you are welcome to ask some questions. I'll try to make a note of them as we go along. And yeah, so I'm hoping that Suzannah is there, that she's watching, and that everybody can hear me well, and she can join us. Oh, somebody there, Tracy, said that you've got one of her beautiful dresses that you wore to your son's wedding last year. How lovely. She's really great at doing mother of the bride outfits, definitely. There we go. Let's see. Suzannah has requested to be in our video. Here she is. Her in now, and hopefully this is all going to work. Let's see, is Suzannah going to join us? I hope so.
Yes.
Just connecting. Yeah, she has.
Hi.
There you are. Hello.
Hi, that was the most scary thing.
Was it? I know.
Yeah.
We did do a few tests, but you always think it's not going to work, and then it does.
I know.
And then we're here.
There we are.
Having our chat. I'm all right. How are you?
Good.
Good.
To talk fashion.
I know. I'm so excited about this. Thank you for joining me. So how is lockdown for you?
Wow, it's been pretty scary since the start. You know, having a small business. I've been running it for 14 years. We've been through one recession. And obviously, like everybody's experiencing now, nothing like this. It's been really trialing. So but
hard.
Thankfully, we've had a lot of support from the government.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, we received a grant, which was really lucky, which we needed. We're able to furlough our staff, so that's been super helpful too. Yeah, and then also just our customers been so supportive. Yeah, some of the fabulous ladies like, oh, it's okay, I'll just wear the Ascot outfit next year, and we're like, brilliant.
Oh,
this is great.
I know. Well, that's
they're completely
true.
Timeless, and so
it's
been great.
Think next year is going to be a boom year for events, isn't it? You know, all of these weddings that have sadly had to been postponed.
I know.
But they will happen, and people will need incredible dresses to wear to them.
I think so too.
I'm sure.
I think everybody ready to raise the roof next year. That's what I'm hoping.
Yes. Yeah. What about your own lockdown fashion? What have you been wearing during this time? You look very lovely today. Gorgeous frock.
Thank you
We've
so
both
much.
gone for it. Yeah.
I know. Lipstick. Even put my perfume on.
I can't quite see it. You're going to have to show us a bit more of the colour. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, it looks great with your lipstick too.
Oh, thank you. It's based on a 1950s dress, and it was actually named after one of my customers, Alison. It's the Alison dress.
Oh,
and,
lovely.
Yeah, she loves 50s style. She's got very curvy, voluptuous figure, so they really suit her. And so it's got the exaggerated bow kind of detail here, and then the material. We developed it was all painted by hand, the beautiful poppies, and then printed in Italy on salt crepe machine.
Wow.
So it's who
designs the flowers in that piece? Do you design the flowers, the illustration?
Yeah, that's right. They're always from, there's always a start point, either, flowers from a garden, Instagram, or most often we take them from antique textiles. I visit Paris twice a year. There's a textile fair called Premier Vision, and we normally go and kind of seek out archived textiles there, and then we redevelop them throughout the year onto different fabrics. But we always print in Italy.
How lovely.
Yeah, so it's just a shame for Italy at the moment. It's so hard.
I know, really difficult with all of that being shut down
during the day. But, it's very, very difficult. Everybody's in lockdown, but we're just trying to support as much as we can with messages and Zoom,
Yes, I bet. God, well, that design is just stunning. So we're all going to be wearing poppies.
Well, why not?
I
just like the colour. It just felt like quite optimistic to wear today, and something fun.
And a sort of symbol of peace as well, isn't it?
I think so.
And lovely. So are the orders still coming in though? Are you actually sort of quite busy? I know you furloughed most of the staff, but it must be pretty busy having taken on everything yourself.
It's been quite challenging, but luckily we've got an online website, which has really, really helped. Just now we're finding people are ordering really, really the real special pieces. And we send all over the world. We've had a lot of kind of interest from the US, which has been great. A couple of tea dresses. You sent out one to Jerusalem, which is lovely, and it's just so nice. Like we're wondering, all these, amazing places we've been able to reach out. It's fantastic. That's what we can do, even though we're a small business.
That's good news. That's good to hear. Yeah, 'cause it is a very testing time, I know, for so many small businesses at the moment. So hopefully, you're offering them some hope, that there is still work out there. I guess you've just got to find it in different places.
That's right. We've set up like a virtual consultation on our website. It's quite simple. A page that we just built kind of after the lockdown started. I was just trying to brainstorm ideas, how to make it easier for people to buy online. So you upload a simple photo of yourself and kind of give us a bit of an idea what you'd like the dress for, your vague size, that kind of thing, and then I can advise which dresses would suit. From the range.
It's a very personal service.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it all starts with a female figure, and I like to develop around different body shapes.
So they're extremely feminine, your outfit.
Thank you.
And would you say, how is the business split? Is it kind of mostly bespoke or mostly off the peg? I know that you offer both.
Yeah, I'd say it's mainly ready to wear off the peg. We do tweaks and alterations, or we kind of customize in terms of making things a different color, or offering a lot of people ask if the dresses don't have sleeves, which most of ours do. We're often asked to add a sleeve just for appropriateness appropriateness to be more appropriate, in the say for a church wedding ceremony or ascot, instead of wearing a jacket or so on.
Now ascot we've got to talk about, obviously, because I'm very sad that that's been cancelled this year, where it's not open to the public this year. I think they're still working out whether there will be some races.
I heard that.
And you're often in the ascot style guide because your dresses kind of exemplify exactly of ascot style. And of course you've dressed a number of royals and stars for ascot. Do any outfits particularly kind of stand out in your mind
that you
have designed? that people have worn at Ascot?
Last year, I think the Countess of Wessex. We've often dressed for Ascot. Brilliant! Thank you.
Yeah.
Well done.
Oh, that's worked. My sizing worked.
Very good.
Great.
So
Excellent.
the dress to the right with the feather hat. So we created that outfit for the Countess of Wessex for Ascot.
Right.
So it was one of our dresses called the Eleanor, which we kind of customized to have a bespoke sleeve. Actually, it's appropriate. It's what we're just talking about. And then we kind of changed the neckline a little bit to simplify it for her, and then did kind of bespoke fittings, to make sure she looked perfect.
Yes.
And then the millinery.
I was just going to say, because it's so difficult at Ascot, isn't it? Because I've been there in years where it's poured with rain.
I know.
And been really quite cold.
Yeah, me too.
And then other years when it's been boiling hot.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
So it's getting really and it looks like that must have been a pretty hot day.
Yeah, that looks like a good one, definitely.
Yeah, it does. So I guess you have to have sort of jackets kind of that could be possible to adapt an outfit if the weather suddenly changes.
Yeah, or coat dresses or that kind of thing, or little capes are always quite good. So the millinery there as well, I'm just thinking, that was Jane Taylor's. Both of those millinery pieces actually on the left and on the right of the Countess. So we often get together with, so we work with several British milliners. So we tie in our dresses and create kind of bespoke millinery with them to go to do like a head to hem look.
Yes. And what comes first generally then with an Ascot look? Is it the dress or the hat?
We definitely, we start with the dress and then it's normally the hat, and then the shoes kind of complements, unless that for Ascot definitely the shoes would kind of be more softer. Quieter, I guess. If your theatre's around the hat, it can't be around everything, I guess.
No, that's true. And also that you might be going into the paddock and walking on grass, and it's a long day, isn't it, when you're on your feet all day?
Yeah, exactly.
You've got to go for something, that is going to be wearable. We have, she says from experience. And the blue is just absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
I love that.
Oh, thank you. That was a bespoke outfit for the royal wedding. I love that.
Was that the wedding of, was that the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's wedding, or was that Meghan and Harry's?
Meghan and Harry's.
Meghan and Harry's wedding, that's it.
Yeah.
Is that shot silk? What's the material?
So the top is a beaded bodice, so it's all hand beaded. And then again we added the sleeves. It's normally we run it in our line without sleeves actually. And then we adapted it for the Countess to have the sleeves, just so she didn't have to have a jacket, and it's easier to wear without fuss. Just a more cleaner, appropriate look.
That colour is beautiful on her. It really is.
I think so. It really looks
And how far in advance does that process begin with the Countess? So ahead of something like that, a royal wedding, obviously a huge event.
I'm thinking,
when do you start talking about the look?
So I think I was about 4 months ahead of the time, just from planning, and then it was made to measure, so we did fittings and then we tied in the hat. So Jane made the hat. So that all took a bit of time and coordination, and then I think the shoes are by maybe Emmy London. And the bag, I think.
And do you have a personal relationship with the Countess? Does she come to you directly, or do you deal with a stylist for her?
I deal with her, which is really nice. And she also has a lady in waiting, who's great to work with too. So that's nice. She's super supportive.
Right, I bet. And well, you've dressed her so many times. I've got some other pictures of her here, which I would attempt to call up, which again, I did try to size. I know that she loved this out. Fortunately, can't quite see that. But that was at the Queen's 90th birthday.
Oh, that's right. That was a fully bespoke coat dress. Actually, we're often asked to design coat dresses for formal kind of church weddings,
Yeah.
I love doing that. They're very vintage, kind of couture inspired, and that one was a particularly more of a 1940s kind of look. It just looks quite soft on her and quite pretty and demure.
Yeah.
So
and I do absolutely love as well this green, which is just so striking. I think that was at a trooping, wasn't it? A trooping, the colour she wore that?
Yeah.
On the balcony.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, she wore it twice, I think.
I think she's worn
You can
about
see her just
4 or
there.
5, maybe 6 times. It's definitely her favourite.
Gosh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's quite a daring colour.
Yeah, it's really good. Really good kind of stand out. Very kind of 1950s, kind of Kelly green, I would say.
Yes, yeah. It's really beautiful.
So
now, Andrea's just asked, actually, Andrea, who's our website editor, are there any colours that she doesn't wear that the Countess of Wessex is not particularly keen on? Or do you try to kind of encourage her to try something new?
I've often suggested different. She loves neutrals. She looks she's got a very soft complexion, very pretty English rose, and looks amazing in neutrals. And so to go with the bright green was a real kind of real change. But she absolutely embraced the green. It was her idea to go for the green. And then since then, actually, we made a bright coral kind of skirt with exactly the same pleats as that dress, and which she wears with a cream top to various events.
Yes. Yeah,
so definitely
lovely.
Her silhouette. Yeah,
her silhouette. Yeah, she knows her shape, doesn't she? And wears outfits that are going to flatter it. And I guess you've got a relationship now where you know what is going to work, and she trusts you.
Which is it's really nice. I think with any client, if you worked with them several times, there's a trust that builds up, and then you can be a bit more daring, go for more bespoke options.
Yeah, I love this one as well. The blue coat there. That's a great colour too, isn't it?
A very good colour, yeah.
And if you're a royal, you need to stand out in the crowd. So the Queen famously wears her bright block colours, doesn't she?
Is true.
So she can be seen on engagements.
Yeah, I just love that look. It's very slick.
It is.
It's in cashmere. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Now, I've also got a nice image here of Carol Middleton, who looked really fabulous at Prince Louis's christening, and she's wearing was this a bespoke or an off the peg outfit that Carol's wearing here?
That's an off the peg. That's our 1940s influence dress. And then she has so the hat retired in from Juliet Botterill, the millinery, and then the bag and shoes by Emmy London. So it's really good. It kind of embraces her curves. It's beautiful silk crepe, doesn't crease. Perfect for an event. So a nice look.
Gorgeous, a really nice look. And again, did you sort of help with that whole look? Do the kind of the top to toe experience?
We like to help, if it's wanted, we can help and advise, and then liaise with the milliners. Again, it's good because I know I design around kind of body shape, so it's good to be able to advise around the female figure.
Now, it's not only royals that you have dressed. One of my absolutely favourite actresses in the world, Helen Mirren, here is wearing one of your, this is kind of like, is this a tea dress?
Yeah, it is kind of a tea dress. It's soft silk, it's 1940s inspired. It's called the Nia dress. So it's beautiful silk crepe de chine. It's really, really beautiful quality from Italy. It doesn't crease. It is gorgeous, a lovely blue, and again it looks great on her curves. Yes,
it really does. It's just appropriate but stylish.
It's just subtle, really feminine. And you could wear it to any event, so not just it's not just weddings and ascot that we do. It's we dress business women and more pared down
every day as well. And this one as well. Love this on Holly Willoughby.
I know.
I know. I mean, that's a very sort of vintagey look, isn't it? Very hourglass.
Yeah. Very perfect on her.
Would you say that's your signature style, that hourglass kind of look?
The hourglass, I think so. Waist cinching. Yeah, definitely. No, Holly looked amazing in that dress.
She obviously felt it as well, because it's all about how you feel in the dress. I mean, she looks really happy and confident there, doesn't she?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
She's great too.
Yeah. Now, who else have I got here? Gosh, I've got a few of your model shots as well with this stunning bright yellow. Beautiful shot. And we've got some of Amelia Fox as well, who is another fan of your gowns. Where's the Amelia? See if I can find her. Here she is in a tea dress there.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's a cream coat there, which you can't quite see actually. That's
so the tea dress.
That tea dress, yeah.
So that's one of our kind of signature looks. Again, very vintage inspired. This is based on like a 1930s cut. So it's bias cut from the Empire down.
Yeah.
So
is
it's
that a
really
poppy print?
Yes, another puppet. It's from the season. It's our kind of key motif.
Ah, right.
So
you wore this very recently.
Yes, yes. I can't. It was. I think it was the Trick Awards, actors awards that she wore that too. She looks absolutely gorgeous on it.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. And this one too, I really love, which is, you can't see her head, but believe me, that is Darcy Bustle. That's Darcy Bustle, I promise.
It is.
At Strictly, I think. Was
that's
that
right.
Strictly or an event? Yeah, and that again, God, that could be like Jackie O. As we can't see the head, it could be, couldn't it? Very vintage style.
Very classic. So the textiles, really interesting here actually, the textiles we developed from scratch. So they were woven. So we found like a 1960s archive textile and had the cloth redeveloped. It's called the Shattered Glass. So it's got all kind of glimmers of kind of silver and gold.
Really reflective.
Which actually we sell this dress often as like an alternative bride, alternative wedding dress. Because it's kind of got the feeling, you know, obviously it's ultra special, and it's got a hint of bride, but kind of more suited for like a low-key ceremony.
Yes. Okay. Well, talking of brides, have you ever thought of going into bridal wear? Because obviously you dress most of the best dressed guests.
Yeah. So we do. We've brought out just recently like a bride. We call it a bridal edit. So it's more for they're almost like red carpet, modern red carpet gowns or jumpsuits that are aimed at kind of more low key ceremonies. So they're not bridal as that's it. Yes.
There we go.
So that's
so that's a jumpsuit.
That's a jumpsuit.
That's amazing. Look at the legs on that. How beautiful, and the bow at the back.
Yeah, you can have a lot of fun in that jumpsuit.
That's a super cool look for a bride.
I think so. And also, you know, if you're not having a traditional kind of wedding ceremony, or, you know, it's just something a bit more fun or low-key or less people or whatever, you might prefer to wear a jumpsuit.
Definitely. So off the peg bridal you're doing as well as bespoke?
It's off the peg. It's off the peg bridal.
It's all off the peg. Okay.
Yes,
fantastic. That's really accessible.
That's right.
Yeah. Great. So how did you get into fashion designing, Suzannah?
Good question. So I always
so much that you do. Yeah.
So I was really into clothes. Well, I've always been into clothes and fashion. I've loved vintage clothes all my life. I kind of started collecting them kind of quite early on. I did a fashion and textile degree. Okay. And then during my degree, I each holidays I kind of booked a work placement. Right. So I did various kind of I wanted to see the various different aspects of the industry to see what kind of thing I wanted to go into. Yeah. One summer I spent the entire summer in the Vogue fashion cupboard.
Oh, how amazing.
It was amazing.
And quite hot for a whole summer.
Hot, yeah.
In the fashion cupboard. God, I bet that was an experience.
Yeah.
Who was the editor of Vogue then? Was that when Alexandra was there? Yeah.
Yeah, she
interviewed
how
me. Brilliant. Oh, great.
So that was brilliant. It was a great test. It was brilliant fun. So that was one of my work placements. I then I did another.
And you decided you didn't want to work in fashion magazines. Well, I guess if designing was really your passion.
It was designing, absolutely, definitely. It was designing. I went into the industry and I've worked kind of for a few different British fashion companies. And then towards the latter part of my career, I was head of trend forecasting at M&S for women's wear.
Oh, right, okay.
And but I miss design so much. So I decided, and I wanted to really go back to designing and, you know, starting from the cloth and the inspiration, using all my vintage archive to design some special pieces. So I decided to set up on my own, and I felt there was a gap at the time for just really special kind of considered classics, like not kind of slavish copies of vintage pieces, but kind of modern interpretations.
You're right, that there was clearly a gap in the market.
So that's what that's where I started. I took on a little kind of shop studio in Maida Vale, which is in West London. And then kind of that's where it started. So it was half of it was full of my kind of vintage pieces, and then half were pieces that I'd kind of designed and I used to make to order from those pieces. And it developed. It's just developed from there. That was like 14 years ago now.
Gosh, well done. How amazing.
It's been a journey.
So now that you have dressed the Duchess of Cambridge and the Countess of Wessex and countless other big names, who would be your dream sort of person to dress? Is there somebody that you thought, gosh, I would love to dress them? Oh, there's a lovely Anna Frail picture. I'll put that one up because it's such a ray of sunshine. With the
love the yellow.
With the collar.
See my chair.
The yellow is gorgeous, isn't it? It's a colour lots of people are often afraid of, but it really looks amazing, doesn't it?
I know, I've really gone for it this season, my yellows,
brunette,
actually.
Black hair, yellow really
works. Great on her red hair as well.
So who would be your dream person to dress?
Well, you know, I dressed Olivia Colman a few years ago, but you know, since her, I'd love to dress her again. That's what I'd say. I've loved the way she's been styled recently. I think Miranda Armand and Mary Wakefield have been styling her. She looks so good. So I think I'd really love to dress her again. Also, I think she's the most talented actress.
Oh, she's
great
amazing,
representation.
Isn't she? I'm going to put up that
British
one as well.
women.
That's another Countess of Wessex outfit.
That's recent,
beautiful.
Thank you.
Look at that. Really special. And what's sort of your favourite occasion to attend yourself? Because do you find it, I mean, do you often, obviously you're so busy dressing everybody else, when you're invited to Ascot or Wimbledon, do you find yourself sort of scrabbling around to wear whatever is in the shop?
Always.
Or do you ever design for yourself?
Oh, yeah, well, that's the idea, you know, but it's kind of, it's such a busy time. So I do get to go to Wimbledon, which is fantastic. I'm lucky enough, one of the chairman's wife, she shops at Suzannah. So it's brilliant.
Oh, great.
So I love to go to Wimbledon, but I mean, I am definitely the last person on my list when it comes I should, you know, create my own things, but I don't. But I always
maybe there's time. Maybe this is a good time to design your dream dress. Somebody's just said, how did it feel when you first saw Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge, in one of your dresses? That must have been quite exciting when you saw her.
I mean,
she was wearing that.
Incredible. I mean, it's such a roller coaster, this whole industry. I mean, that's
such a beautiful
you can't
dress.
believe it. I still can't believe it, to be honest.
Know
it's lovely.
I guess you never quite know for sure what somebody's going to wear until they're there at the event.
No, you absolutely do not, and you can never kind of rest on your laurels. So no, but no, and she's beautiful, so lucky.
Oh, so
very
beautiful.
Lucky.
That's
also,
like
it's
the
good
dream Wimbledon dress.
It's good for everyone. My parents, you know, my daughter
can
recognise that as well. That's so nice.
So is your daughter following in your footsteps? I'm going to put that, and there's another Sophie Wessex one there, sitting down. Is your daughter kind of showing interest in design and fashion?
She is. She definitely is. Yeah.
Oh, great.
She occasionally, she's 7, just so everybody can know this. So she occasionally designs me dresses, and she designed me a new rainbow dress. So one of my signature dresses is the rainbow dress. So she designed me a new one.
The rainbow's become the theme. The sort of the symbol of this time, hasn't it?
Very much so.
That's a great idea. Brilliant. Well, maybe, she'll be waiting in the wings. Not that we want you to stop anytime soon, because you're doing so well. Yeah. And
thank you.
What other passions do you have other than designing?
Well, I love sport. Absolutely. That's my
sport or watching it.
Play.
Okay.
So I love to go to the gym. I like yoga. I like tennis, swimming.
Yeah.
Swimming's my absolute passion.
Oh, really?
So I love sport. So that's my my other passion in life. Apart from my daughter, obviously. Stella, who keeps me very busy.
Yeah. Well, somebody said, would you ever design children's wear?
Not as yet. I mean, I do. I've designed only a couple, mind you, of pieces for Stella. You know, and obviously we get the obligatory World Book Day.
Yeah.
Outfits
So I bet she just rules the school on World Book Day. What did she go as this year?
Well, this year wasn't such a good one, but we did win the Easter bonnet competition. It was a millinery achievement.
You did. I bet all the other parents are like, oh gosh, Susanna's gonna absolutely steal the show.
Well, sometimes if I give myself time.
So what did she go as World Book Day? Come on, you've got to enlighten me now.
Last year she won as Mary Poppins.
Oh, wow.
So it was very good. Actually, it was a bit of a last minute thing, but I did have all the necessary things, the carpet bag, the hats. Yeah. I kind of seemed to have all this stuff. So that was good.
Wow. How amazing.
Yeah. And then this year, so we tried to create Little Miss Hug, who is a cartoon character who actually is just a head and pink hair. So that was more of a challenge. Didn't really work out. We knew. What she was going as.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Well, it's been so nice talking to you.
Oh, and to you, thank you.
We've we've done our half an hour already.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gone quickly, hasn't it?
Yeah, I was so nervous.
And congratulations. Your dresses look absolutely stunning, and we'd certainly always get very excited at Hello. When we see a member of the royal family out looking amazing at an engagement, it's great to know when they're wearing one of your outfits.
Oh, thank you.
And I hope business keeps going all right during this difficult time. And everything starts picking up again before too long.
I know. I'm doing an online course in sustainability, so that's my next mission. I'm like,
what a brilliant idea! Using this time to actually
kind
learn,
of refine and learn, and kind of keep things moving, keep positive, stop reading the news, starting to read something more positive.
That's a great idea. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks,
really
Rosie.
Lovely to talk to you. And
you too.
I could wave at you almost, because we're not far from each other, are we? In South London. All right, I'll give you a wave out of the window. All right, thanks so much, Suzannah. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, and thanks everyone so much for listening. Hope you found it interesting. I loved talking to Suzannah. She's such a lovely woman, and her designs, really do stand the test of time, don't they? So thank you very much, and I will be heading off. Thank you. Bye.